Well, it just wants to be a trike so badly. Alright guys, today we're going to do something, a little bit of a different video. As you can see there, last ride that I took this guy out, ran into a little bit of trouble with the rear axle. It's a very common issue with these machines that the axles will break or they'll just let go. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to install the Textron rear end upgrade kit. As you can see, they send you everything. They got you new crown nuts, new bolts, nice roll pins, new lock plates, and these really beefy rear hub assemblies. Just for view's sake here, you can see the difference in the two. What this essentially does is it takes all the load off of your rear axle. With the factory axles, how they're made, the stub shaft on the axle takes absolutely all the load and lateral forces. So that's why, guys, you're always seeing the axle snapping like crazy, tires off, causes a lot of damage. What this design does is this bearing takes the entire lateral force and all the load from the machine and basically completely prevents you from you losing a tire. What they've also done is they include in the kit, well, everything's in the kit, but they've got a nice, in this the assembly here, they've got a really 12 mil bolt upgrade. Unfortunately, they do not provide you with the studs to do the front of the machine, so that'll be probably something that maybe I'll show there a little later. I'm going to pull the front diff out here, rebuild it, put new pinion seals and seals in it, and yeah, maybe we'll do the 12 mil upgrade there. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'll try and document it the best I can. Like I say, this is something new video to me. Never really done it before. Well, documented it before or installed this kit before. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try and be as detailed as I can, and we'll go from there. So I guess the key is, first step, put it on your 2-point hoist. If you don't have one, you should probably get your life together and get one, because they just make everything so easy. Alright, now that after you got it lifted up in the air, what I did is just to kind of stream, make things a little bit easier. I just went and grabbed some tools that I know that we're going to need. So 3/8 impact, 1/2 inch impact, air ratchet, couple extensions, and then some metric and standard sockets, as well as flat wrenches. Basically, it can be pretty easy, pretty straightforward to get everything off. What we're going to do is we're going to take the tire off, wheel spacer off, get in behind, and then we'll take the brake caliper and all that kind of good stuff off. So, like I said there before, we'll get the tire off, we'll take the spacer off, and you betcha, we'll start rocking and rolling. Studs on this machine is because I put spacers on it. They're 3/4 inch nuts, so go. Get that guy off. Set it aside. Now we can take this crown nut right off the axle here first and take this wheel spacer off, but I think probably what we'll end up doing is just take everything off all at once. So just grab a 10 mil, take off that rear brake caliper. That bad boy off there. Just kind of get it up out of the way for now. Nice thing about having all your tools kind of close is then when you kind of don't know what size your your nuts are or whatever, you can just grab them. I think what I'm going to do is just bang that impact out. What I generally like to do is just put all your nuts right back on the existing bolt. This is pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but kind of eliminates the way to lose track of some of your stuff. So we've got that. We can now take off these radius arms, these radius rods, get those out of the way, so then we can start getting at the hub assembly and get that taken off. And like I say, just put your nuts back on the bolts. It's just simpler and less chance of you kicking them around and losing them. It's one thing I'm definitely good at, is losing everything. Like that. We'll unbolt the axle from the hub. I dare say it's a 32. Oh. I have to give her some meat. I generally never use a little guy like this, but we'll see how it goes. Grab a little persuasion. Jesus. It's on there. like nothing. Torch therapy. Well, we let that cool down for a little bit. I'll have a little cool down. Alright, so it's kind of cooled down a bit. Just got to take this lower off here. This nut is still very hot. So I think what I might do, try not to smash my fingers. That off. That is one crown that you are going to have to keep. I don't see 4 in the kit, so that is one that you're going to have to reuse when you go to put the new hub assembly and everything back on. Axle. On the other side, I've got a grill axle. These ones are nice just because of the fact, in order to get them out, you just got to press in and pull. I can not burn myself on that hot stuff shaft yet. And of course, it's not going to come out easy. There we go. See how it happens. So when you push in, that little tongue pops out, which allows your C-clip to fall back into the axle, lets you pop it out. 9 out of 10, when I do this side, I'm going to have to beat it out. Here's the brake rotor. We're going to take that off, swap it onto the new hub assembly there. Yeah, so you got to reuse that. Find yourself a Torx. They're a T30. Surprise, surprise. Everything on an Arctic Cat seems to be a T30. I've got my big ass bar pried in there to take this off. Because of the fact from heating it there earlier, it is still ridiculously hot. I just grabbed it a couple seconds ago and burnt my fingers. So, there we go. There we go. Alrighty, new rotor's off, set in place, still really fucking hot, like really hot yet, but get her lined up. So we got our existing bolts. You are going to reuse these existing bolts. They don't give you new ones, really no need for new ones. They're not a part that you're going to be just easily thrown away. I'm going to put a little bit of blue Loctite on all these guys. I do believe they come factory with red, but I don't have red. I have blue, and lucky I'm putting Loctite on them at all. So yeah, set in there. So yeah, here's the new upgraded axle. The OE axle. This is not an aftermarket, it is an OE Arctic Cat axle. And yeah, you can see there is a slight difference in how these two guys are made, and obviously how the hubs and everything are put together. This is going to be a vast improvement on the Wildcats. It's good things Textron have already done in the short amount of time that they've taken ownership of the company. I wasn't expecting when I first seen this come out that they would be looking to improve on an older machine, an older design, so it's obvious that they're planning on keeping it and hopefully revamping it in some way. So let's get these pieces put back. We'll get this passenger side all buttoned up, and yeah, maybe we'll see if we'll tackle the other side here tonight yet. Or if we just have a couple Frosties and relish in what we've done.
Alright, so one thing I wanted to kind of show you for this document, the fact that these OE shafts, these are the upgraded shaft, this is way meatier, much better design, much stronger looking compared to the other one. I'll do a comparison over there. But one thing I'm really stoked about, one thing I really like about this, is the fact that it's the same push design, allowing those clips to fall in. So if you do happen to change your axle or need to change your axle, don't really know what for, but say you do, you got a rear axle seal that's leaking or whatever, so much easier just to pop this out that way than have to sit there with a pickle fork or something messing up your rear housing and trying to get those axles out. What I did, for the sake of saving time, so when I go to do the other side, I'm going to get this side put all back together, but I already pounded out that axle from the inside just so the fact that I'm not going to be messing with the housing. I just did rear axle seals. I just rebuilt this diff not too long ago, put new bearings and stuff in it, so I figured that would be the way to go. So yeah, like I said before, I've already pounded out the other inside of that axle. I don't need to worry about trying to knock it out. I've already done that, kind of thinking ahead. So with this, line it up, feel the teeth, pop her in. Simple. It's in there, it's done. Probably would be a bad idea to support this so you're not hard on the joints, but too little too late. These are our new. That's the other nice thing about leaving all your stuff on your rod ends and whatnot is all right there. Now, where did I put that crown nut? That was the old one off of I'll find it. See what I mean? It's easy to lose stuff. Doesn't take long. Especially with me. I guess before we get too carried away, you should probably put your axle in the new. This is going to be such a far superior design. You can tell that already. Obviously by how meaty the new parts are, but just by how everything else is, looks like it lines up. Line up that lower radius rod. Okay, so it's not set up to accommodate this rubber bushing. Interesting. So, I guess we'll just toss her on. That's probably why, because I had it on backwards. Don't mind me. My first date. Okay, that's kind of snugged up. That's snugged up. That's just sitting there.
make them fit. Just a touch more. You betcha. So we'll just get this roll pin, cotter pin, I guess, not a roll pin, back through there. Fold it over. There we go. So go, it's tight. Our new setup in. Whew. Set our caliper in place. Here's the caliper bolts that they supplied with the kit. Already a little bit of Loctite on them. I'm assuming, I didn't measure it, but I'm assuming they supplied new bolts just because of the fact that I think the housing itself has got a little bit more meat to it. So it's going to likely be why they are providing you with some new hardware for the brake caliper. What am I doing? All this air at my disposal and I'm sitting there using hand tools. There we go. Put our new crown nut in and we're good to go. I think it's a 30. The 30. Oh, you betcha. There we go. I've got my hole lined up perfect for the roll pin. I'm not exactly too sure what the torque specs are. I guess I could go through the instruction book that it came with and have a peek. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're basically done with this side, so right on. In celebration of a job well done. That wasn't too bad. I'm not exactly too sure the amount of time that it took. I didn't time myself, but that's it. the upgraded rear axle setup by Textron. Beauty. So yeah, next side, I'll just do the next side. I don't really see any need for me to film me doing the other side. So cheers, hope you guys enjoyed the video.